But in the first ruck, it's going to be Mott for Sydney and Hall for the Tigers. And down it goes to start this match. Mott got first hand to it. Hall head over the ball. Puts Richmond with a scrubby old kick into attack, and it's marked by Bowden. Bowden. Good running, good hard running by Edney, who takes the mark, and he made his debut last week and was fantastic. He seems to find space.
And what a wonderful kick by Joel Bowden. He put that into the pocket, and he knew Edney would run onto it. A beautifully weighted kick. And this little fella with the footy, he'd be the smallest player on the ground, only his second game from Yarrawonga, and he knows how to play. I watched him play last week, very impressed. He runs to the right spots.
71 kilos, that's ringing wet, is Craig Edney, the 20-year-old. From 45 metres out, it's going to be a close call. Just didn't make the difference, touched on the line. So first score of the evening goes to the Tigers early in the piece.
Tigers need to get a good start in this match. Williams kicks short to Maxfield. He's got plenty of space. Drives long. Target is Schwabel. Can't quite take the mark at ground level. Zilla back in the side tonight. Quickly off to Rogers, also back in the side. Good kick from Chaffey. Gets to Bowden. Tiger fans will be expecting a big game from Joel Bowden. Not a terrible kick inside, attacking 50. Dudley a chance. Numbers with the Swans. Fosdyke, well played, or a little fumble from Goods. He knocks it towards Crouch, and in the end, the Swans get out of it. Seymour, and he handballs cleverly to Matthews.
Matthews to the wing. Bennett, a late inclusion for Matthew Nix, who failed a fitness test. And we have a throw in.
Jared Bennett, very strong overhead, so they're playing him in the forward line. Early in the year, he played a bit at centre-half back and did it particularly well. And Big Mott, number 38 for the Swans, strong body. He'll have it all over Ray Hall in the ruck as far as strength goes.
Having a good year too is young Ricky Mott, fourth in the AFL in hitouts, averaging 21 a game. As the Tigers are away through, Zilla to centre half forward, going back with the flight of the ball, no mark. As Richmond get possession on the wing. Chaffey over to Bowden, to Rogers, to Campbell, to Tivendale, who can bang it long from 65. He gives it a massive thump. Is it home? It is. Greg Tivendale kicks a monster goal from 60 metres. Just the start the Tigers wanted.
Terrific goal, and that's what Tivendale, we know he's capable of doing that. On the burst, the long run, Bowden gets the handball out to the tough Rogers, over to Campbell with a slick handball to Tivendale. He runs his 8 or 10 steps and then bangs it 60 metres through the middle. Danny Frawley would be delighted with that.
And Matthew Rogers playing a prominent part in the early minutes, Rob.
I'd have Matthew Rogers in the team all the time because he's hard and he's tough. Tigers have got Bowden playing at centre-half forward.
Ineffective ruck play. Creswell tackled by Zilla. No one can get a clear possession. Edney at the bottom of the pack. Well played. And he ties it up.
Just like the Tiger forward setup, they've got Ottens in the goal square, Vardy down there as well. So two marking targets, Bowden at centre-half forward and Roden and Cracker as the smalls. So it's pretty well balanced.
Rogers with the job on Kelly. Hall takes it out. Again, a big pack of players around the football, and another bounce. Big job for Matthew Rogers on the captain, Paul Kelly, who's been in outstanding form this season. Back in the midfield, injury-free. And he's made an enormous difference. Umpire McInerney, take 3. Mott, Edney again. Can't get it out. Kelly in there fighting hard for the Swans. Eventually, O'Loughlin. Handball. Creswell did well off the ground. Fixter driven into the ground. Oh, unlucky not to get a free kick, Ben Fixter.
Interesting one, wasn't it? Because as soon as he picked it up, Leon Cameron was right on him. And, yeah, I think
turned him enough,
I
Rob.
think Cameron pulled back enough, didn't he, not to really push him hard into his back. So he did that pretty well. The momentum carried them forward.
So a ball up. Swans slightly into the Swans attacking territory. Good hands from Zilla to Campbell, who drills it long once again. Backing back, taking an absolute ripping mark. That's courage. And Ottens stood tall and will line up from 45 out on a slight angle.
And his opponent is Dunkley. Dunkley prefers to play at full back. He's more out across the half-back line with Vardy back in the goals. But again, long kick forward by Wayne Campbell, a very good kick. And that just gave Ottens every opportunity to move back, take the mark. Hard for a defender to spoil when the defender has to run backwards.
Well, he's second in contested marks in the AFL this year, and that was a beauty. He's kicked 13 goals in his 6 matches. He's a beautiful kick for goal, and this is no exception. Richmond get their second. So it's 2-1-13 Sydney. I don't think you've had it inside their attacking 50 yet. It's all Tigers, Robert Walls.
Yes, and they've come to play, haven't they? And what I've liked about it is the long kicking. Tivendale with the goal, Campbell with that long kick from the centre square deep inside the forward 50. And Ottens, he'll keep his eye on the ball running back, no doubt about that.
Danny Frawley will be very happy with the Richmond start. They lead by 13 points. Hall, Campbell again, scrambles at the centre half forward. Swass did well. Maxfield, ineffective handball. Hall, inside attacking 50. Cracker dives on the football. Well played by Andrew Cracker. And a bounce.
Important that the Tigers get a good start for a lot of reasons, but one of them is the fact that their supporters are here, and if they get 2 or 3 or 4 quick goals, the yellow and black will come out in force and they'll be very vocal.
40 metres from the Richmond goal. Oh, deft touch from Ottens to Bowden. Snap around the body. Ball bouncing. Vardy still a chance. He's got it inside the line. Goes back to King. Now Bowden in the pocket. Hooks it over his head. Maxfield. Rogers a contest. Williams clears the congestion, and now a chance for Creswell. And now Mott, the Swans, into attack. A driving kick towards Hall. Going back. Good mark to Kellaway.
So the first time the Swans go inside 50. Almost mucked it up there, Richmond. Gaspar, he's tackled. That's a free kick. Umpire's got to be. He said no, play on. Tivendale back to Gaspar. Lucky to get away with that one, the Tigers. As Cameron's off and running to half forward. Ottens provides the lead. Got pushed. Once again, the umpire says play on. It's desperate defence of the moment for the Swans. Williams did well to Saddington, and they're out of trouble as Maxfield goes on to the left.
Touches it down, looking for an option. He's got no one to kick to. Eventually spots Mott. It's Schwabel.
Did really well, Maxfield. Did really well. Short pass on again.
Deep into the pocket, and an open goal. Well played by the Swans. Ben Matthews. Great running from half-back, and intelligent play from Andrew Schwabel, who was able to deliver to Matthews. So the Swans on the board here at Colonial.
Good play by Maxfield coming down the wing, though, and we see the short chip over to Matthews for the certain goal. Maxfield looked up, he looked at Barry Hall. Barry Hall had already led, so he just held onto the ball that little bit longer, and then he squared it. Schwabel was able to take that mark at centre half forward.
Tigers by 7 points as Matthews gets the first for Sydney. Zilla. Caught high was Campbell. That's definitely a free kick. And the Tigers skipper gets up with the football. Campbell once again drives it long. Ottens is his target. Spoiled by Dunkley. O'Loughlin. Swass got no one to go to, so he goes safety first. And we have a throw-in.
Just interesting, the Sydney lineup. Goods playing at full back and Schwabel playing at centre half forward for the Swans. Wouldn't have expected that.
Throw in. Mott. But he tapped it straight to Zilla. He's been prominent early to the 50. Now chance for Bowden to run on. He's got King to his right. King runs in a goal. Well, he's missed everything. In fact, it was touched. So throw it in the forward pocket. Tigers into attack.
Looking dangerous, Joel Bowden. Got that handball across to Clinton King. Didn't quite know what to do. Drop punt it or tried to do a check side or a boomerang kick. In the end, he mucked it up.
Tigers, Ottens, Swash did well at ground level. Little give to Dunkley, and Dunkley does it very well and over the boundary line.
Seymour's just been taken from the field. He started on Joel Bowden. Bowden got a couple of early kicks on him, and Saddington has been moved on to Bowden. That brings McPherson onto the field.
Tigers by 7 points. Mott and Ottens. Mott wins it decisively. Cameron's handball gets to Edney. He's forced to concede ground, but has Chaffee loose on the wing, who drives long towards full forward. Vardy! Not played. Play on's the call. Oh.
There'll be some boos here.
Oh.
He got in front. He certainly got first grab at it.
I don't reckon he got second grab, though.
No, I don't think he held on to it.
Well,
Enough.
Adam Goods just should have worked to get a fist on it. No, not a mark. Good call by the umpire.
In from the side, Dunkley into the path of Schwartz. Gets boot the ball quickly. McPherson, 100 game at Clever. Crouch has support inside. Maxfield bounces it bludgeoningly for him. Kick towards half forward. Hall needs to make a contest and does. Well done. Schwabel, well tackled. Now a chance for Tawney. He's tied up by Fixter, and we get a bounce. A great contest from Barry Hall. He needed to make a contest and courageously went back on to the Richmond defence and forced this ball up. Has been in outstanding form. Barry Hall kicked 6 last week in the Swans win against Melbourne at the SCG. Gets it down to McPherson, wrapped up by Tawney, and above the ball up.
Just from the ruck clearances, Sydney have been very good this year, and a lot of the credit goes to young Mott in the ruck. At the moment, he's dropped back across the half-back line, and the ruck work will be done by either Barry Hall or O'Loughlin.
So down it goes at half forward for the Swans. Still a lot of footballers around the ball at the moment. Can't get a clear breakaway. Edney got pushed. This will break it up. So eventually the ball is cleared as Richmond go into side 50 once more. Ottens got hands on the ball but couldn't hold it. There's Bowden, been great early. Oh, they collide, Chaffee and Bowden. Almost a clash of heads. Both a bit groggy. As Sydney clear through Maxfield to the wing. Shawble's his target. And he takes a strong mark.
Callaway made him earn it.
Bowden's still down behind play 2 after the clash of heads. Maxfield once again, good running play. He can almost kick a goal here. He has 3 bounces, runs to 45. Long kick into the pocket, misses everything, still in play. Matthews. Now it's a throw in. Bowden's up. And he seems to be okay. He's going well. 7 touches so far.
Yeah, he's been good across half forward. It's early stages of the game. There's no doubt Richmond are playing longer and more direct. They're kicking long down the middle to the tall forwards.
Bennett up. All Richmond at the fall. Campbell. Looping handball. Gets to Tivendale. Forced to kick on his wrong side. Gets it to Bowden. Oh, he shuffles it out. Zilla. Desperate play. Searching for a teammate, gets back to Bowden. He's got a couple of loose players in the centre, Joel Bowden, and goes that way. Zantuck, kick across the body. Chaffee, they're feeling a bit now, the Tigers. They need to get into their forward line quickly. Now he drives long. Otten's on the lead, he's got it.
That's the plan, no doubt. Get the ball in quick and long. You've got Ottens and Vardy in the forward line.
Ottens kicks straight into Dunkley, who hoists it high into the centre of the ground. Richmond have the numbers. Good fist by Bennett. Campbell, who's played well early. Andrew Callaway now. Gasper. Kick to a vacant half-forward line. The Swans will get there first. Crouch. Around Cracker. Kick to the advantage of Gasper. Oh, he was taken high by Kelly. No free kick. Hall. Now Kelly pounces on the football. The Swans going forward. Bennett has it, attacking 50.
Gee, this game's being played at a cracking pace, isn't it?
Yeah, and Gasper's marking attempt, and Kelly came from behind. He just about cleaned him up completely. A lot of courage shown by Gasper. Kelly going hard at the ball. Maxfield having a good game on the wing.
Jared Bennett has played all 6 games in season 2002. Comes in. 55 metres. It's a thumping kick. Has it got the carry? I don't think so. No, well played, Andy Callaway. Right on the goal line. And behind only to the Sydney Swans. Margin back to 6 points halfway through this first quarter at Colonial Stadium.
Leon Cameron weighing up his options.
Let's see if they go out to the left side. They have.
Goes very short. And it's marked by Rogers. He gives it to Gasper. He finds Campbell at half-back. So the skipper for the Tigers.
This is where they have to go long now. They've got to go long now.
And Rogers does exactly that. Once again looking for Otten. He's getting back. Gutsy mark. Well done by Jared Bennett. So steadied the Swans after Richmond threw everything at them early. So they go up the middle. Barry Hall too far out to score. Got the handball off to Fosdyke. Fosdyke now to Goods, who's marked about 48 metres out from goal.
A lot of running by Goods. Goods playing at full back, and he just took off once Sydney got the ball at half back. And you can see Fosdyke there sees Goods. He's run about 140 metres to get to that position, and Vardy trailed him all the way.
He's kicked 4 goals so far this season, Adam Goods, in his 6 games. Taking plenty of time. From 51 metres. It's a floater. It's good enough. It's a goal. Well, that just floated and floated and floated.
Wasn't pretty off the boot, but it was effective, and that's the important thing as far as the Swans are concerned. And Creswell to Barry Hall. Barry prepared to leave the goal square. He marked that up in the centre square. Quick handball off to Fosdyke. And as we called it, Adam Goods had run a long way to take that mark.
Richmond 3-0 out of the centre of the ground. Can they get it out this time? Hall wins it. Straight to Kelly. Searching handball for Maxfield. Hall scrambles it forward. Otten's little push on Dunkley has been seen by the umpire. Andrew Dunkley. Handball off to Williams, who's got the job on Roden in the back pocket tonight for the Swans. McPherson between wing and halfback. Kick towards Bennett. Fist from Zantuck. Another chance for Zantuck. Cracker. Can't get clear. A bounce between wing and half forward for the Swans.
Was I mistaken, Robert Walls, or did I see a former Sydney Brownlow medalist in the Swans coach box tonight?
Gerard Healy is sitting in the Sydney coaching box tonight. I was talking to Gerard today, and you can see him right up the back.
He's trying to hide.
Right-hand corner. I wonder if he'll be able to keep his mouth closed.
Mott, Zanta, clever little handball to Roden. Touched by Kelly. Mott kicks to O'Loughlin.
Of course, Gerard Healy, Brownlow medalist with Sydney back in '87.
Michael O'Loughlin, such an important player in this Sydney side, will need to kick this from just outside 50. Sets it up in the goal square. Hall, fist coming from Hall. Well played. Behind to the Swans. So for the first time tonight, Sydney find themselves in front by just the 1 point. We're 19 minutes in.
Rogers receives the kick in. And he goes short to Tivendale. He'll take the ball outside the defensive 50. Into the middle. Looking for Kellaway. Clever tap to Chaffey. But Saddington did well to create the contest and in the end win the ball back for Sydney. Matthews puts it over the head of Kelly. He'll run onto it. Does well. Gets rid of Tivendale. Well done by Paul Kelly. Hasn't got much help there, so forced to go backwards. Looking for Bennett. Eddie was clever also. Rogers. Zilla. Shrugged the tackle. Good play under pressure. Now Vardy. Just run down as he kicks it. Well tracked by Hall. He's got some pace for a big man. On hands and knees, gives it up to Shawball. Shawball sweeps the handball over the top to Goods. Goods now goes to the 50 for Williams. So Paul Williams has got it 50 metres out.
Campbell at full forward, having a rest. Creswell gone with him all the way. The Tigers have also moved Vardy from full forward virtually into the ruck. And Ray Hall, who was playing in the ruck, has gone forward, and Goods has picked up Ray Hall. So Tigers making a few changes there.
This game being played at a frenetic pace as Williams from 51 metres out. It's a good-looking kick. Doyle from behind! Beautiful mark! Young Stephen Doyle's just come on the ground, had immediately made his presence felt, and he'll be kicking for his first goal in AFL football.
Well, he's got to sit there, eyes on the ball, and he's able to come from behind Darren Gasper. Well, he outreached him by a long, long way.
So Stephen Doyle, 10 games of footy, 3 of those this year. First goal in league footy, and he's put it through. So the Swans now wrest control of this game. They lead by 7 points, and I know it's early, Robert, but the signs at the moment much better for Sydney than they are for Richmond.
Oh, the last 7 or 8 minutes, it's all been Sydney. I thought the Tigers started off particularly well, but they've just settled down a bit, the Swans, and that is a lovely mark. Just been clearing it from the ruck contest. See the height advantage. Vardy now playing in defence.
Swans by 7 points. Matthew Knights, who started on the bench, still there. Perfect bounce. Hall gets to Zilla. Back to Hall. Good tackling by Kelly. Kick comes out to half forward for the Swans. Zantuck and Bennett. Well played by Zantuck. Little push in the side. Chaffee, Cameron under pressure. Roden, good pickup. Well, hoping handball more than anything. King put him under extreme pressure, and the Swans do well to force a boundary throw-in.
A lot more desperation in the Sydney players than we saw a fortnight ago when they were here up against St Kilda. And Jared Crouch there on Pettifer. Andrew Cracker having just left the field.
Mott in front. Gets it down towards Kelly.
You called Mott in front there, Michael, and that's what he does. Look, he's a big lump of a lad. He just gets that front position, and very hard for anybody to knock him out of the way. In effect, a player like Ray Hall just has to keep away from him, and at the last second just try to leap over the top, not try to wrestle him. He can't wrestle him. He's too strong, Mott.
Mott wins it down. Matthews, now chance of Schwartz at the back of the pack, and has Creswell in support. We hoist it high towards half-forward. Tigers have the numbers. Tawney couldn't do too much. Fixter scrambles it forward to attacking 50. Kellaway, good pressure from O'Loughlin. Well played by Cameron. Nice deft touch. Chaffee under pressure. Gee, the Sydney forwards are tackling very hard. Now a chance for Crouch. Soccer to the advantage of O'Loughlin. Maxfield again. Hall wants it long. He drives it to the top of the goal square. Doyle and Hall. Fist from Vardy. Schwabel a chance in the pocket. Can he get boot the ball? Handball. And in the end, Chaffee kicks it through for a behind. Well, this Richmond defence is under siege at the moment. The Swans by 8 points. 24 minutes in to this first quarter.
Leon Cameron doing the kick again. Again, we'll see if they go to that left back pocket, back flank. 85% of the time last week they went to the left side. They do it again.
So Cameron plays onto himself. To half-back. Hall couldn't take the mark. Campbell did well to get it to Rogers. Sydney have the numbers. Oh, Roden did well to make the contest, though. Good effort by the young fella. But now Sydney went out Saddington. His handball and Kelly was off target. And we have a throw in.
Paul Kelly in picture there. He's been in the midfield for the entire first quarter, 25 minutes in. So you've got to say his fitness is pretty good, Michael, because, you know, he's just going all the time. Hasn't had a spell up forward or on the bench.
Pretty much all Richmond in the rankings, but Sydney lead on the scoreboard as they go into attack once again. And Doyle, that's been a great move by Rodney Eade. He's going to be lining up for his second goal.
Long kick in. Big fella gets in front. Vardy over the back. He just had too much reach on him. And it is a good move by Rodney Eade. Took that mark in the goal square. Now this one, it also means that Vardy, who started at full forward for the Tigers have had to get an extra tall player in defence. Smart coach, Rodney Eade.
Stephen Doyle's kicked one, and now he's got two. So Sydney lead by 14 points, and they really are starting to take control of this game, even though it's early days. Just 20 years of age, Stephen Doyle. And it's another great mark for a goal.
Joel Bowden at centre-half forward for the Tigers. With his third opponent already, he's had Goods, Seymour and Saddington.
From the bounce, chance for Cameron. Ball back at half-back for the Tigers. King the target out wide. Schwartz got the fist in. Zantuck. Tigers need to get it forward quickly. Again, the sideways handball. Now King. High to half-forward. Otten's in front. One hand to it. Williams. Saddington clever. Oh. Handball through the congestion to Crouch. Now Matthews is on the wing. Opposed to Zilla. As the quarter-time siren sounds. And what's been a very entertaining first quarter of football. The Tigers kicked the first two goals of the match, but the Swans hit back hard and kicked the last four to lead by 14 points at quarter time.
Well, I just think the last 15 minutes of that first quarter, it was the tackle and the intensity around the ruck contest that got Sydney going. And of course, big Doyle coming on. Stephen Doyle, number 15 there, took a couple of terrific marks inside the forward 50 and able to finish off.
So at the first break, it is the Swans by 14 points.
Get my head in.